Hey there. Okay, in this video I want to show you my TBR, but my TBR system is like, I don't pick out a TBR at the beginning of the month, read a bit of it, or read the entire TBR, and then at the end of the month do a wrap up, because I don't read that much. I read about like 4 books a month, which is not enough in my opinion to like make a whole video about, oh, my October wrap up, because I only read like 4 books. But I am going to show you my TBR, which is not for like a month, but just for the upcoming period of time. And then every now and then my TBR updates or changes, but that's not like a monthly thing. So, yes. I'm currently reading My Best Friend's Exorcism. I bought it at the station yesterday because I finished my book and I didn't have a new book to read. So now I'm reading this, and yesterday was Halloween, so I thought, perfect. It's about Abby and Gretchen, who have been best friends for a long time, but after skinny dipping goes disastrously wrong, Gretchen begins to act weird and Abby is going to find out why. So far I'm like 40 pages in, and so far so good, but I haven't read a lot of it, so I can't really judge yet. But this is what I'm currently reading. And then on my TBR I have I'm Glad My Mother Died by Jeanette McCurdy. I'm sure you've all heard of it. It's non-fiction. That's not usually my thing, but I'm very intrigued to read it, so it's on my TBR, but I don't think I'll read it soon, but we'll see. Who knows? Then I have Eternally Yours by... It's edited by Patrice Caldwell, but it's like 15 short stories by a lot of authors. But I thought this cover was beautiful. Can we take a moment for this cover, please? I never really read short stories, so I thought, why not pick up a book with short stories and then read them? Then, In the Serpent's Wake by Rachel Hartman. I bought this a while ago, and I'll read the back to you. Mind of the world, open your eyes. At the bottom of the world lies a serpent, the last of its kind. Finding the serpent will change lives. Tess is a girl on a mission to save a friend. Spira is a dragon seeking a new identity. Marga is an explorer staking her claim in a man's world. Giacomo is a priest searching for his soul. The only people who will truly find the serpent are those who have awakened to the world around them, with eyes open to the wondrous, the terrible, and the just. I don't know, it sounded really cool, and it was like a discount, so I was like, sure, I'll take it. And I really like the art on the cover. Take Me With You When You Go by David Levitan? I don't know how to say his last name. David something. And Jennifer Niven, who is like my favorite YA author, and I read Holding Up the Universe by Jennifer Niven when I was like in high school, which kind of got me back into reading, so her writing always kind of feels nostalgic to me, and this is their newest book, so I thought, why not pick it up and see if I like it. It's about Ezra, whose sister goes missing without like any signs or notes or anything. It's just an email address hidden somewhere, only where he could find it. Escaping her toxic home life, Bea finds herself alone in a new city, without friends, without a real plan, chasing someone who might not even want to be found. As things unravel at home for Ezra, Bea confronts secrets about her past that will forever change the way they think about their family. Separated by distance but connected by love, this brother and sister must learn to trust themselves before they can find a way back to each other. So it's like separated family, escaping toxic homes situations. Interesting. Then, Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. I'm sure you've all heard of it, you all know it, so I'm not going to explain what it's about. But I lent this book from... Oh my god, the sun. I'm blinded. But I lent this book from a friend, and I need to give it back soon, so I want to read it soon. But I haven't really had time yet, or haven't really picked it up yet, but I might pick it up soon. I don't know though. Then, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I know, I'm late to the trend, but I'm not going to tell you what it's about, because I'm sure you all know. But I really want to read it, because everyone says it's good, but I never picked it up. I have had this on my TBR for like a few months now. So I really want to read it, but I just haven't picked it up yet. Because like the letters are so small, they kind of intimidate me. So I'm scared to pick it up, but I'm pretty sure I'll like it. I'm just scared. Then The Reading List by Sarah Nisha Adams. It's about 2 people, Elisha and Mukesh? I think. I don't know how to say his name, but I think it's Mukesh. Alicia works in the library and they find like a list of books and they don't really know what it's about. And then story by story, they work their way through the list, their worries slipping away with every encounter, with every world discovered in their unlikely book club of 2. I don't know, it just sounded really cute and really wholesome. And I really liked the cover. Me picking up books because of the cover. But I thought the cover was really cute, so. And I really liked the cat on the cover. Can you see it? I hope you can. Then, Second Chance Summer. I know it's a summer book, but it's also been on my TBR since summer, so don't blame me. And it's about second chances, which I like, I guess. It's about Taylor Edwards. She has a tendency to run away when things get tough, but when her father receives unexpected terrible news, Taylor knows this is one situation she can't outrun. To have one last summer together, Taylor's parents decide to take the family back to their old lake house in the Poconos? I really don't know how to pronounce words. Anyways, even though Taylor was 12 the last time she went to Lake Phoenix, the people she left behind are still there. Like her best friend Lucy, who is still hurting from a long ago betrayal, and her first crush Henry, who's gotten 5 years cuter. With nights full of fireflies and fireworks, the summer holds the possibility of forgiveness and maybe even love. Taylor wants to hold on to the moment instead of walking away, but she knows the end of the summer is getting closer, and that time is running out to make the most of her second chance. It sounded really cool, and it's a summer book, so I probably won't pick it up soon. But maybe if I feel, I don't know, summery, I will. But I don't think I'm gonna read this in winter, because it's a summer book, and I'm not gonna read that in winter, obviously. And then the last thing on my TBR is Girl, Serpent, Thorn. Oh, that's... okay. Can we just appreciate the cover? Me with every book, but that's okay. I thought it was so pretty. Oh, you can't really see it anymore, but I thought it was so pretty. Like the snake. The serpent, probably. I don't know snakes, but I think it's a serpent. I assume it's a serpent. There was and there was not, as all stories begin. A princess cursed to be poisonous to the Dutch. But for Soraya, who has lived her life hidden away, apart from her family, safe only in her gardens, is not just a story. As the day of her twin brother's wedding approaches, Soraya must decide if she's willing to step outside the shadows for the first time. Below in the dungeon is a demon who holds the knowledge she craves, the answer to her freedom. Above is a young man who isn't afraid of her, whose eyes linger not with fear but with an understanding of who she is beneath the poison. Soraya thought she knew her place in the world, but when her choices lead to consequences she never imagined, she begins to question who she is and who she is becoming. Human or demon, princess or monster. It sounded really cool, and the cover was pretty, and those are really the only reasons I need to pick up a book. But yeah, that's my TBR. I'll probably, the books I will read in a bit are probably not the books on my TBR, because that's how it always goes. But yeah, that's my current TBR, what I hope to read like the upcoming few weeks, months. So yeah, I hope you liked it, and I hope you might pick up one of these books, because they're on my TBR, and then maybe I could inspire you. Okay, that was it.